Walking around, feeling free, thinking about what's happened to me from July up till now. Don't know where, don't know how. Lately I've come to realize that I can't see it in your eyes, so it's true. I'm so glad you feel it too. Nothing to hide, falling in love. To me it's perfectly clear, we're falling in love. It's true, this part of the year has something in store for us. We're falling in love. Summer ended, but we did not. We started something, this thing that we got grew stronger. Each day we're together, all the way, oh, we're falling in love. To me it's perfectly clear, we're falling in love. It's true, this part of the year has something in store for us. We're falling in love. Hey! Say. Walking around, you and me. The Christmas time's got the best of me. Then it starts to snow in our hearts. We both know that we're falling in love. To me it's perfectly clear, we're falling in love. It's true, this part of the year has something in store for us. We're falling in love. We're falling in love. No, it's the time of the year when something's in store for us. 'Cause we're falling in love. That's right.
This is the first year that we are alone. The kids have all flown out. I've got a thought, dear, been planning on my own. So what would you think about us making a clean getaway, not coming back till New Year's Day? Let's go to Paris for Christmas this year. Let's go to Paris for Christmas this year. We'll stroll down Champs-Élysées, wishing our troubles away. Let's go to Paris for Christmas this year. It's been so long, dear, since we've been anywhere. I think we deserve as much. 2 first-class seats, 2 Charles de Gaulle out of St. Louis Lambert Field. So let's make a clean getaway and not come back till New Year's Day. Let's go to Paris for Christmas this year. Let's go to Paris for Christmas this year. We'll throw Mona Lisa a glance. We'll make time for a little romance. Let's go to Paris for Christmas this year. Let's go to Paris for Christmas this year. Paris for Christmas this year. Let's go to Paris for Christmas this year. Let's go to Paris for Christmas this year. We'll dine at Atelier Rogier. Just imagine us two sitting there. Let's go to Paris for Christmas this year.
Dressed in golden red, garlands and ribbon thread, tinsel bright. But you outshine all like a fresh cut tree. I fall for your light. On this Christmas night, all the angels are singing. On this Christmas night, they are singing for you and me. On this Christmas night, they are singing 'cause
Check. Testing. Hit that like button.
Push the like button.
Who's pumped? You guys pumped? Who's pumped? You guys pumped? Ladies and gentlemen, Bachelorette finale after show. Hello, everybody. How's everyone doing out there? Dave Neal, stand-up comic host, Bachelor Nation News. Let's get some instrumental music out here for you guys. What the heck did we think of that? How about that? Congratulations to Michelle and Nate. And congratulations to Colton and to Caitlin. Congratulations to everyone out there. How about to the guy who had to play Santa Claus and Elf? All right, hello everybody. Now is your chance to hit the like button an odd number of times. I'm drinking a Winter Ride. It's a double bock right there. Very dark beer. Brewed and bottled San Jose, California. Dark roasted caramel Munich malt. This is a Munich malt beer I'm drinking right there. Not too shabby right there. Not too shabby. Why isn't it gone? I guess the green screen's picking it up. All right. All right, let me get out of this music. Give me a second here. What do you guys think? Feel free to call the voicemail line 401-213-9828. 401-213-9828. Let's get Christmas. Modern Christmas. Trying to get some Christmas music here for you. Instrumental to start. Caitlin did beyond a great job. Boy, whoever her agents are, they just earned her some extra dollars. She deserves a bonus. Renee is outraged by ABC airing those mean tweets. I'll tell you what, it didn't go over well with the audience. Clayton can take it, but I think they were trying to. I get it. Sometimes I'll tell a stand-up joke on stage, making fun of myself, and the audience will go, "Oh," and it's like, no, I'm making fun of myself. I'm in on the joke. If they framed it so that Clayton was, maybe if Clayton was like, "Hey, I wanted to read for you guys all the tweets I've been getting," and then they shared it, maybe that would have framed it a little bit better. It's all about the framing of the joke. But it did look like they were bullying Clayton. He can take it. I'm over it. All right. Regine said, I didn't get the Pauly shtick. It was kind of awkward for me, but I guess they were trying to switch the mood up on after the final rose. That was Pauly. I wasn't sure. Who that was. Absolutely. All right, let me get this music. This music stinks. Let me try to find some new music here. Give me a second to get that Jingle Bell trap music going. That old Jingle Bell trap. All right. Yeah, what do you guys think? I mean, look, come on. Nate can't talk poetically the way Brandon can. You know what I mean? Doesn't make him a bad guy. Let's go to instrumentals here. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen. By the way, not one to... Oh, boy! Not one to count the clock down, but let's stay on this angle for now. Ladies and gentlemen, let's have a recap, huh? How you guys doing out there? We'll get the voicemail line going, 401-213-9828, and we will get this party going. We didn't know if we were going to get to this number at all, but the next subscriber is 50,000 subscribers. There it is, folks! 50,000. Honey, I need my 50,000 chalice. It should be actually next to the sink. just went to 50,014. What the hell's going on here? Sorry guys, I turned my mic off, didn't turn it back on. Will you play the jingle bells for me? Just dance with me for a second. Come here. Everyone wants Tasha in her spirit. Wait, let me get a more Christmassy song. Let's get a Christmassy song here. Let's take this. Let's take the instrumentals out.
Killing my vibe.
Sorry, honey. The internet. Play that. No, play it. 6, 7, 8. Oh, hold on, no, wait, we're kicking.
Wait for the beat to drop.
5, 6, 7, 8. Soft. Crescendo. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hit it now. Told you it was fun. We just lost 20,000 subscribers. All right, we're gonna get into this recap. We just hit 50,000 subscribers. Thank you guys so much. Thank you, honey. And we got our new mug. Who gave us this mug again? Sorry. This was from Erica. I think this is from Erica. All right, we're back. Let's get into it. It's caught in the microphone. Yeah, how about that? Great timing, right? All right. Ladies and gentlemen, what do you guys think? Let's discuss. Turn the music down a little bit. Thank you, everybody. Thank you. Yeah, Sarai's, we don't have Sarai yet. We'll have to redo it on the West Coast. Alrighty, so, I'll tell you what. The package I'm opening tomorrow. I'm not opening it today. I'm doing it on the 50,000 live stream special. So I need Jen to be there with me. We don't have Jen here right now, so you're gonna have to wait, guys. I apologize for that. Tonight's about Michelle Young, so we'll get into the Michelle Young talk here. Boy. All right, just these jingle bells. Sorry, guys. I gotta wait. I gotta do I said I'll do a specific live stream for it. You want me to open the envelope? I'll tell you what. How about this? I won't read the envelope. But I'll open this, but I won't read the card, okay? Hey Dave, I hope this package is a bit premature, as I want you to be ready to celebrate when the big 50 subs hits. I had to custom make the letter. They sent me the wrong letters. Can't wait for the big celebration. All the best, Dave. Jen Murphy. I'm gonna wait till Jen's in the chat before I open the whole thing. You want me to pull out one item? All right, I'll pull out one item. The live will be tomorrow. I'll have to decide on what time. It'll be around 3 or 4 p.m. Pacific time. Okay, so it looks like what the present is going to be possible letters, possible signage. So we'll let you know about that tomorrow. We did it. The dog smells. Stephanie, this shirt was given to me by a Florida subscriber, Kristen Nunez. Sarah Lang says, I'm in New Zealand, so you're my only link to the show till 8 p.m. Well, I tell you what, I don't know about you guys, but I thought a star was born tonight. Seeing Caitlin Bristow on live TV reminded me of when a young Tom Brady won his first Super Bowl. Destined for greatness. Please host Bachelorette and Dancing with the Stars 2. I thought she was absolutely fantastic. Look, easier said than done. Easier said than done. Looks like people are agreeing with me. A star was born. We knew Caitlin was good. She is fantastic. If they don't throw whatever they used to pay Chris Harrison, I don't see why she shouldn't command that type of money. She earned it. She proved it. She's funny. She's empathetic. She's just so good on her feet. Natalie says do a 50-hour live stream. Well, as promised, my 100 subscriber live stream special will be a 24-hour live stream. Thank you so much for the super chat there from Samantha Butler. Samantha says, imagine how every other Bachelor and Bachelorette are feeling about the down payment on a house. Yeah, how about Katie? Katie's like, I just had the Bachelorette. I didn't get a down payment on a home. Hey, Michelle Young's a hardworking teacher. No one deserves it more than she does. Yeah, I truly believe Caitlin Bristow, if she wants it, just won the role of Bachelorette host. Nothing against Jesse Palmer. We may love Jesse Palmer. It might just be that he hosts the guys and she hosts the girls. Stephanie said, thought on the mean tweets. I thought the joke didn't land with the audience, but I didn't hate the idea of the joke. I think, like I said a few minutes ago, they could have framed it better to make it look like Clayton was sort of in on the joke more than he was. But I think he handled it well. Flutter politely says, how does it feel to meet all your goals on here so far? It's truly humbling. I go to bed smiling. I wake up smiling. There's no other way to put it. Truly humbling to be a part of this community. Ashton K says, I feel like the mean tweets didn't help me to like Clayton more. Let's go to some more tweets here. Robert Mills, creator of the show, or one of the producers on ABC, I don't know. I think he's the showrunner, whatever he is. He said, OMG, Caitlin was born for live TV. COVID was not. COVID was not. Some of your comments. Caitlin says, I took a photo of you that night. And Brandon laughs nervously. What the F? Good one. Bachelorette audio engineers editing the sound like, yeah, all I can hear is the effing ocean. Drop it. See what else we have here. Oh, I gotta plug my phone in if we're gonna take phone calls. Alrighty then. Let's see what we have here. This was one of my funniest. Tasha is probably hiding from Neal, so she doesn't have to give it back, the ring that is. I thought that was very funny in the Discord chat there. So funny. And the beat goes on. Next stop, passing Madison Pruitt. All right, enough on that. All right, 475 in the chat. If you're new here, hi, my name's Dave Neal, stand-up comedian and host of this here Bachelor Nation News. And we're going to open up the phone lines in a minute. 412-113-9828. Keep it short. Keep it sweet. Let me know what you think. Let's, I'll tell you what, let's get to the phone lines real quickly. Google Voice. Just open up my Google Voice mailbox here. Yeah, that house down payment. What a surprise. I mean, All right, here we go. Sage has a hot take. Sage says Nick Vial might have been right. Tayshia became a character, not a host on the show last episode. Now producers see Caitlyn can pull it off without Tayshia. Well, I'm sure producers, just like what they saw with Clayton that we didn't see, they get to communicate with these people daily, so they know if someone's ready for the role versus someone else. And obviously, Caitlyn Bristow's a veteran as far as live TV goes. I mean, she won the Mirror Ball Trophy. Don't forget that. That says something about performing under pressure. Some people have it in them and some don't. I'm not saying Tayshia doesn't. Caitlyn for sure does. That takes nothing away from Tayshia. Tayshia did a fine job. All right, let's go to your voicemails here. Let's go here. Just a couple voicemails. Going to turn that music down. Let's start it off. If it's over a minute long, I'm going to save it. I'm going a minute or less.
Hey, Dave, I'm a huge fan. I'm calling from California, and I'm a huge fan of your shirt.
Thank you so much. We have a fan of my shirt. I'm not trying to make the news here, just trying to provide it, but sometimes a shirt makes the news. This shirt was courtesy of Krista Nunez, who, if you haven't watched my vlog videos, I opened this, and boy, was it it's so fun to open presents live, or at least like recorded in front of an audience. For tomorrow's vlog, we opened presents from Deb in Switzerland. That's right. We got chocolates sent to us from Switzerland. How great is that? All right, let's go to our next voicemail. We love it when the guys call in.
Hi, Dave. It's Neal calling from Canada, and I just want to say that I thought that Caitlyn did an awesome job. I thought that Michelle looked like fire, like she always does. I thought that she and Nate seemed like an awesome couple, and I hope that all of your listeners who have been really nasty about Nate will just take a step back, take a deep breath, and realize that they have been really uncalled for. Really, really uncalled for, some of them. They need to watch that Game of Roses interview that you did where they talk about how the producers play with all of this and all of the viewers. And I hope that they will not be so nasty to people based off internet rumors in the future. So I'm happy for Nate and Michelle, and I hope that they have a long, happy life together. And I hope Brandon finds his person because he's freaking awesome, too. Thanks, Dave. Bye-bye.
Thank you so much. I will say, though, I don't know if my audience was that mean towards Nate. I don't know. I mean, did I miss something? I don't feel like look, whoever's in the comment section can be anybody. I don't know, maybe. But, of course, we take the edits with a grain of salt. Nate's not as good as sharing his emotions as Brandon. Brandon's like he's got a very artistic soul. He's poetic. He's able to access that. That's hard for some people. And Michelle went with their gut, and there's not much else you can say about that. All right, let's go to Kay in Toronto.
Hey, Dave, it's Ash and Kirsten from Toronto, and we just wanted to say congrats on 50K. Woohoo!
Thank you, guys.
It's a great shirt.
Thank you guys so much. Good to hear from you out there. Much appreciated. Tons of phone calls coming in.
Hey, Dave, it's Jody calling from Florida. I think Brandon is the biggest sweetheart. My soul was crushed when he was crying. However, him saying that loving someone is like putting them first is the definition of codependency. So I hope someone gives him the correct definition, because if he goes around with that definition, he's literally going to be giving from an empty cup. We don't want that.
I thought the same thing.
So I hope he gets that corrected. All right. I'm so excited you're at 50, guys.
Woo!
I'm super excited. All right. Happy holidays, bye.
Happy holidays, Merry Christmas, and all the others. When it was a Brandon who said, I'll love you more than I'll ever love you myself, or than I could ever love myself, one of those things. Of course, that is absolutely the definition of codependency. Codependency is when you put another person's needs ahead of your own. The giving tree, whittled down to a stump, of course. Well, I'm sure he was being a little bit more poetic, and everyone's got to, feed their own plants. You know what I mean? You got to take care of yourself before you can provide any shade for others. Renee says, do we think that ABC is going to get a big fine for the F-bomb dropped by Brandon? Oopsie on live TV. I don't think so. They bleeped it. They were able to catch it in time. That they run like a 5-second delay. But yeah, Brandon swore on TV. Absolutely. No, I don't think so. All right, let's go to Queens, New York City. Oh, no, I'm sorry. Let's go to Queens from North Carolina.
Hey, this is Amita from North Carolina.
Why did I think I said Queens? Sorry. Amita from North Carolina.
Hey, this is Amita from North Carolina. Wow.
Very soft.
Wow. So I was really upset about Brandon, but I was over it in 2 seconds. I know that sounds mean, but he completely lost me at the live show. I don't even know what he said. I mean, I do feel bad for him. I think he'll be fine though. But Nate and Michelle, oh my gosh, I'm so excited. Did you cry? Were you excited? Did Tasha cry? Who's the crier in this relationship?
Me.
Anyway, hope you guys are having a good night. I hope you got 50K. I haven't checked. Okay, bye.
We sure did. Thank you so much. No, I'm the crier. Absolutely. No, we both cry. I think we're relatively healthy with our tears. Yeah, and to some of the commenters saying Reddit's where all the haters go. Yeah, I think people were tough on Nate, but I think the show played into that. The show played into the Nate questions. They needed to provide the audience with reasonable doubt that Nate wasn't the winner when that's kind of what we knew all along. All right, that's a blank voicemail. Let's keep going here. Let's go to Ohio. Ohio, you are up next.
Hey, it's Fairborn, Ohio. Guess what? I think Tasia is in New York and Matt James is going to come on that TV and congratulate Michelle. That's what I think is going to happen. It hasn't happened yet. It's 10:36, so let's see what happens. I know something's going on. Bye.
Oh, you're the best. You are wrong. That didn't happen, but hey, it was a good guess. Why not? All right, I think we have an international call here.
Hi Dave, it's Casey here, long time listener, first time caller, just ring to say that found the finale fantastic. Didn't quite like the tweets at the end. I remember a few years ago when Rachel did her read out the tweets, it just seemed a bit contradictory. I bet you if you had them read out the tweets about towards the Bachelorette, it wouldn't have gone down as well. Hope you're well. Congrats on the 50K and a shout out to Sarah. Hope your dog's feel better soon. Bye.
Oh, well, thank you so much. And of course, if you aren't familiar, that shout out was for Sarah, our moderator. On the earlier chat, we had Sarah. I was giving an emotional plea as to why people should donate to her GoFundMe. Her dogs need some help. They both came down with sudden and yet serious separate illnesses. And in the giving season, I remind anyone, as we have over 500 people in the chat, if anyone could give or donate to Sarah, our moderator, in a time of need, it would be very much appreciated. Just in the hours since our 4 p.m. live stream, we've raised over $800. Let's refresh that right now and see if we were able to squeak any extra bucks out of there. So it was at it's at 850. So we're still at 850. Let's see if we can get that number to 1,000. Do you think we could do that? Could we get $1,000 raised for Sarah today to help with vet bills? It'll help take some pressure off of her tonight in this holiday season. Sarah, if you don't mind, could you post the link to that in the comment section there so we have that? I would much appreciate that. So everyone's wondering if they it appears Central Time Zone got the F-bomb. It was bleeped out. I was watching it on a Florida feed, as you do when you wear a shirt like this. When you put a shirt like this on, your Roku channels turn into just Florida-based channels. But as far as the caller saying that it was if they did this to a Bachelorette, of course it wouldn't have gone over well. Well, of course, obviously there's a double standard there. One of which I don't necessarily disagree with. I think it's a little bit less cringeworthy for a guy to read the mean tweets to him, because usually when they're towards a female, I mean, it's like they're already punching down. You've already got so much adversity to deal with. Clayton could handle himself. He didn't go to bed, but obviously the joke bombed in real time. Absolutely. Let's see if she was able to post the link there. Let me know, Sarah, if you could post the link. Oh, she did. I don't have a way of saving that. Add it to the broadcast. Okay, so I have it right here, but obviously that's not that helpful. But let me put it right here. So I mean, obviously this isn't the most opportune way for you to click on it, but that's where it is. And she posted the link on her end, so you guys can go check that out. And then we'll check back. I think we'll be able to get that to 1,000 by the end of this live stream. That would be very much appreciated, guys. And that's with a lot of great donations. So thank you guys all so much for that. All right, let's go to our next phone call here. Here we go. A quick 9-second.
Hey, I'm back from Ohio. They never interviewed Joe, so I wonder what happened with that. He probably declined. Let me know your thoughts.
It's a good question. Do they normally interview the third person? I don't think they normally do. I think that's someone they normally cover earlier on. Let's go to Deb, formerly in Rhode Island and now living in the dirty Jersey.
Hey, Dave. This is Deb, formerly from Rhode Island and currently in New Jersey. Wishing you a congratulations for your 50,000 subscribers, and also calling to say how happy I am that Michelle and Nate seem happy and strong together. It was a great finale, and I look forward to seeing your recaps for the next season. Have a great holiday.
Well, thank you so much. What a kind call. I appreciate the congratulations. I will be going live on the West Coast time tonight. So we'll as long as we have a good audience in this chat, we'll stick around here. But we'll also be going live on the West Coast as well tonight. And then again, tomorrow, tomorrow's what, Wednesday? Let's aim for a 4 p.m. Live stream, West Coast time. Does that work for you guys? We'll go live, a special 50K live stream. I can't promise you how long we'll go, but it'll just be a good chance for me to give you guys some of that bonus content here on this channel. Let's go to Dallas, Texas.
Hey, Dave. It's Nicole from Dallas, Texas. Just wanted to say a few things about everything that's transpired. First of all, congratulations on the 50K. Proud to have been with you for, I don't know, quite a long time at this point. And you worked so hard, so you deserve all the success. Second, I just want to talk about real quick Michelle and the finale. I absolutely think Nate was the right pick. I think the producers did a poor job of editing and focusing too much on, no offense, I don't mean to put it in a negative way, but focusing too much on Brandon and the loser versus instead of, editing to amplify Nate's love, despite the fact that he can't really express it as poetically as Brandon. So
if it bleeds, it leads, unfortunately.
So it didn't seem like a sweet of a finale as it could have been, as it probably really was. I just also want to say I think they're great together. I'm really excited for them. I'm really happy to see their love story unfold. I also think, I just want to say, Caitlin, I'm so sorry to her. She is good at a lot of things, but I don't think she is a good host. So I'm just glad we get Jesse for the next season and for however long. Anyways, I talked too long, so have a good night. Bye. Congrats again.
Thank
Bye.
you so much. I truly appreciate your call, and I do appreciate your opinion. I couldn't agree less that Caitlin's not a good host, but I do appreciate your opinion. I just completely disagree. I think Caitlin's so quick with the way she expresses if there's any issues that go on. She was able to mention a few glitches and talk about them and throw some slight jabs. She's a product of the show, and she's found her happiness through the show, albeit unconventionally. I think Caitlin's great. I think she brings so much great energy to the show that's more of a best friend vibe than someone who's separate. And I think that's good. Renee said, do we think the audio technicians need some help? They had issues during the breakup. What happens, and again, I don't mean to mansplain audio to you guys, but if you set your audio, you have to set the audio to a certain level, expecting people would speak within that level. And if people speak too loudly, then it clips and it peaks. And if it peaks, the whole thing sounds, it sounds horrible. So they set it to a level that would pick up a lot of audio. The problem is it picked up so much of the beach and not enough of them. And there really isn't much they can do at that point. My thought is they had another set of audio that something must have happened. Something must have happened to some of their audio that was the best audio they could get. And it's one of those things, you can't fix audio in post-production. You can always boost it, but you can only boost it to a certain degree. If there's nonstop sound behind you, you're kind of damned. And that's something where they must have, maybe they test, here's what could have happened. They could have tested the audio hours beforehand, then the tide comes up and it gets extra choppy and then it becomes deafening. I mean, if you ever been to a beach, waves are so loud that if they tested the audio when the waves were fine, maybe there was no issues. So it's not necessarily like Sage says. Rachel Lindsay was proposed to at the top of a windy hill. Wind is different than, so obviously I've got, this is a wind. This is a kind of like a wind protector. Like it's not too bad, right? But if I didn't have this on, so when you obviously record outside, you have those big fluffy wind protectors that absorb the sound, but not the ruffling noise that comes from wind ruffle. So wind isn't as bad as actual sound. That was actual like loud sound. So we didn't hear any wind ruffling in the audio. We just heard waves. But anyway, yeah, I think what they decided was they could have boosted the audio of Michelle and Brandon, but in doing so, they weren't able to separate the audio from the waves. They just got bad audio. So what they should have done was provided subtitles. The audio was like okay enough, but if they provided subtitles, they would have solved that issue. All right, let's keep on going through the list here.
Hey, it's April from Texas. 2 points. Yes, the taller guy won again. You said that in a previous episode before. And 2, I'm worried that he doesn't seem to be willing to make concessions to keep this long term. But congratulations, sir, to them both.
Yeah, congratulations. I mean, he says he's moving to Minnesota to be with her. So, we'll see how that lasts over the winter. But his family's from a quick flight from her family. What did you guys think about that? Michelle and Nate, their moms have become good friends. How adorable is that? That makes a big difference in a relationship. Your parents are on the same side. You don't have to worry about them. I think it's very great. Stephanie says they need to hire you. Yeah, subtitles would have been fine because as we saw, as they started walking away, they used the subtitles then, so they could have used subtitles. But hey, it is what it is. It's what it is. All right, let's go to our next voicemail.
Hey Dave, I'm calling from Brooklyn, New York. I just want to say as I'm watching the episode and simultaneously reading what people have to say about it, I understand Michelle's mom, not feeling that openness with Nate, but I don't think that discredits him, and I don't think he should be compared to Brendan. It's hard for the parents not to, but by complete strangers who watch the show. 1, because we just kind of see it edited, so we don't really know what's going on. And 2, people are very different at expressing love. There's people who express love like Brandon does and screw up their partners, and there's people who are more reserved, who treat their partners like royalty behind closed doors, and then there's people who suck, who are reserved, and people who are amazing, who overly love. There's really no way that random strangers like us should be invested enough to bash one or the other because they both seem like great guys. Obviously, we don't know them. And yeah, that's just kind of my take. I think, once again, it's 2 different people who have 2 different ways that they show their love, and you can't say one is better than the other. It's more about what Michelle prefers and wants in her future. All right, that's it. Hope you have a very happy and safe holiday.
Thank you so much. I hope you have a happy and safe holiday as well. I really appreciate you, and I really hope that everyone in New York City is safe, and of course across the world. Catherine says, wow, I can't believe the hate for Tayshia I'm reading here. I'm done with reading the comments on this podcast. This isn't a podcast. This is a YouTube channel. With that said, I'm looking through the comments, and I don't exactly know what you're talking about. Catherine then says, and I'm done with racist Bachelor Nation. I don't know what you're referencing as far as hateful Tayshia comments here. Again, I see Sky says, I didn't think Caitlyn was that great as a host, like others are saying. She basically repeated the same questions in different words the whole interview. Well, I would say that her questions are probably sort of scripted, so maybe she was trying to get an answer. I'm not really sure. I don't really worry about Caitlyn's question asking abilities so much as the overall vibe that she gives. And she like everybody, like any interviewer, has room to improve, but I think she did good on the fly. I also think, Brandon threw a swear word at her accidentally, but, there was a few things that happened there that were a little off the cuff there. Again, forgive me, Catherine, but I'm searching and I just don't know what you're talking about. So if you would enjoy providing any sort of receipts to what you're mentioning, I'd love to kick anyone out for any racist behavior if it's happening. Pauline said, I'm rooting for Caitlyn to become the sole host of The Bachelorette. She was awesome tonight. Couldn't agree more, Pauline. I thought she did a great job. I thought she did fantastic tonight. But anyway, you can feel free to call in to 401-213-9828 if you would like to call in. Catherine, we're always open to hearing your thoughts and opinions here. Sarah, who of course is our head moderator, says, wait, what hate for Tayshia? Sarah, I agree with you. Unless my eyes, and again, I've got old, my eyes are getting old. Unless I've missed something, I don't think there has been any hate. Okay, so Kim said, I am black, and I said Tayshia is quaking in her boots. I guess that means because Caitlyn did so well. Is that what you mean? Halifax says, not tonight regarding Tayshia, but in other episodes. Again, there's no racist or hateful comments allowed on my channel. Doesn't mean they don't sneak in there. Stephanie said, hate for Tayshia? Where? I did miss Tayshia this episode. Tara said, there wasn't any. Someone just wanting to stir up trouble. Kendra says, Dave, what are you drinking? I'm drinking a Winter Ride Double Bock. Now, let me tell you something. This isn't a sponsor because they don't pay me. Otherwise, they would be. I don't generally like a thick, heavy beer. I'm like a light lager. This is a dark roasted caramel Munich malt. It is fantastic. If you need, I got this at Trader Joe's, but this is made out of San Jose, so I feel like you have to be in California to get this. But it's got a lot of spice to it. Sonia Castellanos says, congrats on 50K. Well, thank you so much for all these nice emojis right there. Sarah, yeah, you didn't miss anything. This is like what we were saying before. Sometimes, once in a while, we're just accused of like wild things. And I don't know where it comes from. Let's go to Oklahoma.
Hi, Dave. This is Shelby from Oklahoma, and I'm just calling in to say that I always get a little annoyed when people are super critical on who the lead picks. I'm super happy that she seems happy and Nate seems like a great guy, and love your show. Bye.
Yeah, thank you so much. What a beautiful, you have a beautiful voice there, Shelby in Oklahoma. Yeah, I mean, isn't it funny how like we feel like we know better than Michelle? Here's a successful adult woman. We go like, oh yeah, power, we love Michelle. And then all of a sudden she picks someone we don't like and we go, what? Come on. Just trust. Clearly, she's on her path. Let's go to Pittsburgh. You guys are calling all over the place.
Hi, Dave. This is Mimi from Pittsburgh.
Hi, Mimi.
Just calling because I was a little confused when they gave them a gift. They never gave Bachelor, Bachelorette gifts of a down payment on a house before. What do you think of that? Bye.
I think Clayton's like, I'll take a down payment. I think it's fantastic. Hello, Emily from St. Louis. By the way, Mimi, love your voice. Let's go back to Mimi.
Hi, Dave. This is Mimi from Pittsburgh.
Let me tell you something. I bet Mimi from Pittsburgh cooks a mean casserole. Do you guys agree with me? If I could put my money, if someone was like, Dave, do you think Mimi from Pittsburgh can cook a mean shepherd's pie? I'd say every day of the week and twice on Sundays she could. You telling me that? All right, let's keep it going. Moonrise says, I thought Caitlyn did a good job. Yeah, we're not trying to make this into something that it's not. But hey, we try to give people their voice, and if someone wants to call out me or my channel for comments that may be not up to par, I'd love to hear you out. I am HR here, but of course that person didn't provide their receipts.
Hey, calling from Fairborn, Ohio. I think maybe Tayshia is just a little heartbroken and probably can't handle the fact that Michelle has found love and it's genuine. That's my guess, or maybe she's in New York to interview the number 2 guy who didn't get selected. Just my thought. And we'll see. Good night.
Good night. Thank you so much. Someone had asked, did I open the envelope? No, I'm going to open this tomorrow. I'm going to open that tomorrow on the 4 p.m. live stream. I'm going to give you guys a special live stream tomorrow for the 4 p.m. And I think Kristen Nunez asked earlier, she said, Dave, don't you get tired of all these back-to-back live streams? It's a lot, but I love you guys. And look, the community watches it on the East Coast and on the West Coast. And I started by doing West Coast live streams. And then when I started doing East Coast, I didn't want to abandon my West Coast crowd. So we're here. I'm going to loosen this up a little hot here. We're here for all ends of the community. So let's go back. You know what? Actually, it looks like my lines are wide open. I just played all of the voicemails. So if anyone has a voicemail, anything they want to say or get off their chest, now is your chance to play it. I don't really pre-screen my voicemails. I try to read a sentence or two ahead just to make sure there's nothing vile said. Of course, I'm not trying to air any hatred, but for the most part, people that spend the time and energy to pick up their voicemail and call are actually good people. But of course, every once in a while, we're proven otherwise. But again, thank you guys so much. During this live stream, we hit 50,000 subscribers, and I appreciate that so much. I don't mean to be redundant over here, but next on our train here is to pass Maddie Pruitt. She's at 64,000, and we're at 50. So we're gonna have to update that graphic today. But yeah, let's get back to the phone lines. You guys, the phone lines are wide open. Feel free to call in. Leave me a voicemail. Keep it under a minute. Let's see if I missed any here. I thought there was a couple I might have missed. Did I get Nicole? I got her from Dallas. Looks like I got everyone. Let's go to the voicemails from a little bit earlier today.
So I'm not waiting till the end of the rose ceremony. I totally think she should have picked Joe. I think we watched the two of them fall in love with each other. I think that Brandon is a bit infatuated, and Nate was feeling the pressure from literally every corner, every direction to say what Michelle wanted him to say. In order to, stick around as long as he did. I really hope Michelle finds love, though. I'm about to subscribe to your channel. Love your videos. Have an awesome day.
Well, thank you so much. Of course, this voicemail was from right before tonight's episode. She says he should have picked Joe. Should have picked Joe. Of course, Joe's been the forgotten one this whole time. We didn't get Joe's interview tonight. Who knows what happened there? Debbie said, how much money did they give the couple? $200,000. They gave them a 20% down payment on $1 million home, which will get you a long way in Michigan. I'm sorry, in Minnesota, I'm sure. I'm sure that'll take you a long way. In LA, that'll get you a house under the overpass here.
Hi, Dave. It's Stephanie from Holly Springs, Mississippi. Long time no here.
Hi, Stephanie.
I just wanted to say that I think Tasia would have done a great job by herself tonight. That it was just Caitlin got to be the one by herself tonight. I don't think the double host going back and forth with each other really works very well. So that's my thoughts on that. And I love the finale. I loved her picking Nate, and I was sad for Brandon. Just like a lot of people probably were, but I think that Nate was the better fit for her. Thanks. Bye.
Thank you so much. Yeah, I agree with you, and I think most people do as well. Whenever you have two hosts, you're asking them to read each other's minds, know when to talk, who's next. It just adds a cog in the machine. It can be very complicated. I completely agree with you. Do I think Tayshia would have done just as good if she were the sole host? Maybe. We don't really know. Of course, I'm a fan of Caitlin, which, it's like, I think Tayshia would have done just a fine job as well. Nora said, if there are back-to-back Bachelor seasons, who would you want to see as the second Bachelor? I would pick Rodney over Brandon. I said this from day one. There's something special about Rodney. He's got a special vibe to him. Wouldn't take Joe. Brandon, I think he's too young. I just think he's too young. I don't know. It's nothing against him. Ton of phone calls have just come in, so let's get to it. Let's see. Is this oh, look, we have a phone call from Hilton Head, South Carolina.
Hi, Dave. This is Kathy Coots calling from Hilton Head, South Carolina. And congratulations on the 50K. And I really like your channel because there's not hate and you don't let people put people down and you stand up for people. So keep doing what you're doing and you'll pass all these other people. Congratulations again. Bye.
Kathy Kuntz calling from Hilton Head, South Carolina. I've been researching Hilton Head, South Carolina. I don't know if it was you or somebody else they recommended I look into that location for my wedding because, we want to get married on the beach somewhere, and we'll have to look more into it. But Hilton Head, South Carolina looks beautiful. Is it an actual island or is it just called an island? I don't know if it's an actual island, but it looks very nice over there. As far as the hate goes, sometimes people might watch one of my videos. Say I make a video where I sort of try to get into the mind of Colton Underwood. Try to understand why he did what he did. And that's the first video of mine someone watches. They might go, Dave, you're a Colton Underwood apologist. And then there'll be 50 comments being like, are you kidding me? He's made 35 videos in a row just ripping on the guy. So it's one of those things. It's like people will watch with whatever motivations they have. And sometimes if I'm critical of somebody like a Tasha, someone might go, yo, Dave's a misogynist, Dave's a racist. And I go, am I not allowed to have an opinion about her abilities or lack thereof as a podcast host or as a, you know what I mean? So I stand by the fact that I think our channel is one of the best. Brandon Quinn Scanzano said this. He said, your audience, if my interview with him this week, unprompted, he said, your audience, some of the nicest people in all of Bachelor Nation. And I agree. You know why? Because as a comic, if there's ever anyone in a live show in the audience that's acting out, if there's anyone ever anyone heckling the show, it's the comedian's job to strike them down like whack-a-mole and put them in their place and understand this is a place of discourse, civility. And that might sound stupid coming from like a comedian, like, no, we're here to have fun and crack jokes. But there is a law that exists around not only a stand-up show, which is you don't heckle the comic, you don't say, you don't get away with saying things that are racist or hateful or all these things. Well, on the YouTube channel, it's the same way. We just don't entertain the easy path to hatred. We don't. You can be critical of something, you can make fun of something, you can have fun, but we're not punching down on people in a hateful manner. It's just not going to happen, and it won't be tolerated. And if someone does it, we want. I've instructed the moderators that we're not trying to moderate comments that may come off, I don't know, ignorant, or we're trying to insist that we're all trying the best with the information we have. So you're not going to get banned easily here. So if you do get banned, it's because the bar was set and you just couldn't come up to it. I think most people though understand like that this isn't some faceless Facebook group where everyone just yells at each other. It's just not what it is. Now, don't get me wrong, as the channel grows in size, there's just comments I don't read or get to, so they may exist, but don't call those people my supporters. Anyone who supports me and this channel knows that we give people a fighting shot.
Hey Dave, this is Emily from St. Louis. Just calling in to say hello. Thank you for doing all of your live streams. Congratulations on 50,000. Can't wait till you get past the 63,000 for Maddie Pruitt's channel. I'll be watching. I just say that I was kind of conflicted on everyone's opinions on Brandon. I think he's a phenomenal guy. I think he's so nice, but part of me just wasn't buying it. I don't know. I'm not saying that I don't think he was genuine, but I think Michelle made the right call. I trust her and her intuition. I also think that they edited it heavily to make some type of story that, Nate wasn't ready and he wasn't going to be able to commit. So I think overall she probably made the best choice for her, and that, I don't know, maybe she could tell that, Brandon was maybe not as perfect as everyone thought. But yes, thank you guys so much. Have a great rest of your streams. Bye.
Thank you so much. Thank you for the call. I really appreciate you. Thanks for checking in on us. A lot of people have asked, did Brandon throw his engagement ring? Of course not. Of course, that didn't happen. I don't know what he threw, but it wasn't his engagement ring. I don't even think they were trying to make that be a storyline. I just think it kind of looked like that, so people kind of ran with it. All right, let's go to Brenda from Maryland.
Hey, Dave. This is Brenda from Maryland. First of all, congratulations on your 50K.
Thank you.
I'm happy for both Michelle and Nate. They look genuinely happy. In the after show, their family looks like they're getting along. And I'm the kind of person, I don't wish any relationship for their demise. So, I'm going to wish them the best. I like Brandon. If anything, he deserves to be the Bachelor, either him or Rodney. But I think, he definitely genuinely seemed heartbroken, but I wish him the best, and, hopefully he can find love with somebody who feels the same way. As far as Clayton, I did think that was a bit mean of them showing all of the tweets, of people not interested in him being the Bachelor. I didn't think that was necessary. I didn't understand why the producers thought that was a good job. I thought it was very awkward, but overall, this is a pretty good season. And again, congrats on your 50K. Thanks. Bye.
Thank you so much. Sarah said, someone said on a podcast that Joe didn't have enough of an outgoing and open personality to carry the show as a lead. I will say this. An introvert is just as valuable as an extrovert, and we're all God's loving kids, or whatever you say before you make fun of somebody. No, but the truth is, it's a visual art form, TV. You need to be able to be bold and big. And not every Bachelor is. I mean, Pilot Pete wasn't the most charismatic guy in the world. Ben's not knocking down, whatever. So, but you need somebody who's going to ruffle some feathers, create some drama, stick up for themselves. And Joe might, I don't know, maybe they just didn't see that in him. Who knows? I mean, maybe he's got a shot in the future. We'll have to see. Oh, let's go to one of my favorite towns, Tiverton, Rhode Island. Home of the what's the Tiverton High School mascot? Is it the Tiverton Tigers?
This is Denise from Tiverton, Rhode Island. I was wondering if anybody else saw Brendan throw something. Was that the ring he threw?
No.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Denise from Tiverton, Rhode Island. We don't know what he threw, but it wasn't the ring. Denise, I'm from Portsmouth, Rhode Island. Did you know that? We're just from across the Saconnet River right there. So good to hear your accent. It makes me feel like I'm back home. Linda in Indianapolis.
Hi, Dave. It's Linda D. from Indianapolis, Indiana. Calling to tell you that I just love your show.
Thank you.
Wish you and Tasha a very happy holidays, and it was a great finale. Thanks, Dave. Bye.
Thank you so much, Linda from Indy. Can we ban Derek for questioning the integrity of the shirt? I'm just kidding, Derek. Leave Derek alone. He's hanging out in cold Canada right now. He's just a little moody there. Derek and Natalie, good to see you guys out there. Thanks for hanging out with us, as always. All right, let's go back down to Texas, where it's nice and warm down there in Texas.
Hey, Dave, that one chef from Texas. I go back to how everyone says that the Bachelor franchise did not like Katie, and it was evident between the way that Katie's promos were done, and they looked lowbrow as opposed to the ones for Michelle, which looked so expensive, and now Michelle gets a down payment for a house.
Yeah.
Awesome for her, but I'm wondering, what does Katie think of all that? Glad you made it to 50K. Bye, Dave.
Thank you so much. Yeah, I mean, look, Katie's doing fine. She's doing just fine by herself. I think I think a lot of the production didn't like Katie. I truly do. And we shouldn't think of Katie as a troublemaker. I think she stuck up for herself in certain ways. Things that maybe someday she'll talk about that I don't think have been addressed, but maybe that's because they're contractually speaking they can't be. But maybe Michelle didn't get as high of a rate. They're paid whatever they negotiate. A lot of them don't have agents, so maybe Michelle, maybe they had extra money in the budget. Who really knows? But regardless of all the bachelors and bachelorettes that never got a gift, let's just be happy for Michelle that she did receive that. I hope the gift is for Michelle and not for Michelle and Nate. I think it's important that she gets the gift. And if they do buy a house, I mean, if they get married, they can share their assets and all that. But it's kind of hard to give two unmarried people $200,000. So my money says give it to Michelle and hope that Nate sticks around.
Hey, this is Denise from Kansas City. And basically I have a question. Like, what happens after they propose? They get proposed to? Like, do they go and let the couple be alone for a couple of days? Or I know Michelle had mentioned that as soon as filming ended, she went back to the classroom. So what happened? Like, I don't know. Anyway, love your show. Love what you do. Go Ravens.
Go Ravens. I'm rooting the Patriots on, but whatever floats your boat over there. Thank you, Denise, calling in. Look, they do what's called safe house visits, SHV, right? Safe house visits. I'm assuming they do spend a few days. One would think that after the show wraps, they have a few days of like post-production, shooting other content. and then they probably fly them both home separately. And my guess is they do safe house visits every several weeks, every 2 to 3 weeks. And that safe house would be maybe in Malibu. They pick it somewhere with high fences, a very private area, and then they just get like food sent to them so they can hang out in private. So this will be the first time that Nate and Michelle get to go to bars together, hang out in public, and just go. You know, when you're new to a relationship, you just want to go shopping. You know, I tell you this, one of the best things, Tasha, I don't know if you can hear this, but if you can, I don't know if Tasha's in the other room. Tasha, can you hear me? One of the best things I love, I'm shouting because I'm talking to Tasha, when we started dating was going to that 24-hour supermarket near my house and just going shopping for food we're about to cook. Right? Wasn't that fun? You know, you're in the aisles, you're looking at mango, you're like, oh, you like this? And then, you know, she likes caramel, and I'm like, it's pronounced caramel. And she's like, it's caramel, and it's caramel. You start to, you know, they don't get to experience normal life. They don't get to go to a farmer's market. The guy complains that his knees hurt because they've been standing around smelling different types of honey. It's like, is it grade A? Is it grade B? What's the difference? So they just get to live that simple life. You know what I mean? All right, the phone lines are wide open if anyone wants to call in. Let's go to Jody.
Hey, Dave, it's Jody. I was just calling in regarding Tasha and Caitlin. I love them both. The reason I like Caitlin, I don't like them together, like hosting. We don't need two women to do one man's job. We need one woman to do one man's job. But the reason I like to see Caitlin is because, A, I think she's funny, and she's self-depreciating. But I do like to see Tasha on screen. I think she's beautiful. I think she's articulate, things like that. But I like to watch her in a different way. Where Caitlin's like more like just down to earth. She'll say anything. She's kind of silly, and I like that about her. Also, I forget what I was going to say. All right.
No worries, Jody. I appreciate the call. Thank you so much for calling in. Debbie said, I want the scoop on Katie and the producers. Well, here's what we know. Here's what happened. Katie tweeted the day before she was set to start filming Bachelor. She tweeted, and I'm paraphrasing here. You can find the tweet. I don't think Chris Harrison should be a part of this season of the show. At that point, that in and of itself is, and I'm not saying whether it's right or wrong, this is just what happened. That tweet was not necessarily done with the permission of producers, and at that point, they got to go, all right, we can't recast Katie because she just called out Chris Harrison. So if we recast Katie, we're going to look horrible. Katie played the nuclear code. But the producers, do you think they liked that? Now, most of them are just happy to do their job. They probably could care less. They're like, you know what? I'm here. I'm doing my job. But to think that there's some people that weren't good friends with Chris Harrison that couldn't have been very upset about that, who knows? And another thing that I don't know for sure, we don't even know the pressure that Katie was under from forces that be that wanted her to make sure that she denounced Chris Harrison. There's a lot that goes on in people's DMs that we don't know about. You know, it would be very fascinating to see, but there's a lot that goes on. All right, let's go back to Emily in St. Louis.
Hey, Dave. It's Emily from St. Louis again. I just had one more thing that I forgot to mention. I feel bad for Clayton. They did him so dirty with reading those tweets. Like, it did not come across comedic like how it was supposed to. It just came off really uncomfortable and really awkward. I feel so bad for him. I'm very nervous for his season because I feel like the producers are really going to manipulate him a lot, and he's just going to be like running around like a chicken without his head on. I am very worried and anxious for his season. I hope he's okay. I hope he's happy, but I feel like the producers are going to do a number on him to get the drama. So yes, that was all I had to say. Have a good night and have a good rest of your chat.
Thank you so much. Yeah, it just didn't hit. You know, it was a bit they were doing. It just didn't hit, you know. The audience wasn't vibing it. You know, they should have, if the audience was laughing along with it, I think it would have gone over well, but that just didn't happen. All right, here's my last voicemail. Then we got a open phone line. So,
hey Dave, it's Natalie calling from Alberta, and Derek's over there too. But I'm trying to walk away from the TV because it's really loud. I didn't watch the season at all. Like Derek did, but I didn't. I was way too busy with work. But sorry to budge into this conversation. In the comment section, somebody JC says, I have a Canadian accent. And I'm so curious what that means, and I would love to hear your take on what a Canadian accent is, Dave.
You just did. You said, I have a Canadian accent. I'll play it for you.
And I'm so curious what that means, and I would love to hear your take on what a Canadian section. Somebody, JC, says, I have a Canadian accent.
It's like the difference between saying sorry. Like in the U.S., we would say sorry. Hey, sorry. And then in Canada, in certain regions, you would say sorry. It's just like in Philadelphia, instead of saying water, you say water. You know? It's just a little different.
I was way too busy with work, but sorry to budge in.
You just said it right there. Sorry to budge in. So it's not every word.
Budge into this conversation. In the comment section, somebody, JC, says, I have a calling from Alberta, and Derek's over there too, but I'm trying to walk away from the TV because it's really loud. I didn't watch the season at all, like Derek did, but I didn't. I was way too busy with work. But sorry to budge.
Sorry to budge. Okay, so we got it right. So it's not every word. It's just like if you're gonna send a couple. If you're going to talk for 30 seconds, there might be one or two words in there, you know what I mean? Sky says the introvert slander. I'm kidding, but as an introvert myself, it has no standing on my outgoingness. People actually think I'm extroverted in social settings, but I prefer to be alone. Well, Sky, I agree with you. And for those that don't know the difference between introvert and extrovert, the main definition that I'm aware of is that an introvert gains their energy by being alone, whereas an extrovert can gain their energy by being with others. I feel both. I spend the whole day yelling to myself, and then I crave going, to a stand-up show where I can see a friend or two. You know what I mean? So, I feel like I can gain energy both ways. You might find that as an introvert, and you could tell me, Sky, you might find that an introvert might drain their energy more in certain situations. But, of course, an introvert doesn't just mean someone's quiet. And there's plenty of introverts, even like my fiancée, Tasha. She would label herself as an introvert. And there's certain. I think with Tasha, and Tasha, you may agree or disagree. I think with certain company, her energy's not drained by being with others, but with other company, namely my family. I'm kidding. With other company, it would be very draining for her because emotionally, it's just more to deal with. You know what I mean? But thank you for clarifying on the introvert there. Sophia says, hi, everyone. Late to the party tonight. What did I miss? Nate and Michelle got a $200,000 bonus for a down payment on a home. And they are the winners. Sorry. Sarai just says, so please spoil me with what? Oh, so you do want to be spoiled. Okay. Elizabeth Miller says, where's Tasha tonight? Tasha, you're here. Everyone's asking for you.
When Americans say a Canadian accent, what they really mean is a Manitoba accent.
Well, there you go. And, of course, in the United States, there's hundreds of accents. There's Wisconsin, and there's Minnesota. Oh, sorry, don't you know? I'm from Texas versus Alabama. These are horrible accents. Boston's like, hey, park the car over here, kid. What are you doing over there? Hanging out with my girlfriend. Let's go to Dunkin's. You know what I mean? And then in New York's like, hey, go fuck yourself. I can't do a New York accent without swearing. I apologize. Then California, you get that like, horrible.
Hi, I'm just calling to say I'm not sure about Nate. I feel like he was a little unprepared for his proposal. I did feel like Joe was also too, and from a teacher, giving advice to another teacher, I feel like we need solid men who really understand that teaching is very exhausting and that we have a big heart and that we should also have somebody who has a big heart for us. We need someone who loves us, who loves our kids, who loves our profession. And I'm not sure if Nate is too mature about that. If Joe was, I feel like Brandon was a super sweetheart. But in the end, I feel like logically Joe would have been the best one for Michelle. Let me know your thoughts.
I don't know. I mean, maybe I'm not watching it that closely, but I just didn't get the vibes with Joe, and there was nothing against him. I don't know. I watched the show, and maybe I'm easily manipulated, but I just see who Michelle picks, and I go, I guess that's her guy. You know what I mean? Maybe I'm not overanalyzing it enough.
Hi, Dave. That one again. Okay, so now I'm wondering, I know if they break up before the year is over, they have to give back the Neal Lane ring.
2 years. Let me say, just so you know, they have 2 years from the air date. So starting today, that ring is theirs if they last 2 years.
A house or a down payment for a house is so much more. So I want to know about the asterisk that was probably placed on that with the fine print. And I really hope that you're right. I hope that they give the house to a great teacher as opposed to giving it to a bachelor couple that got engaged. As we know, the likelihood of bachelor couples staying together is extremely low in this franchise, so I really hope that that house is just for the teacher. Okay, bye.
Thank you so much. Yeah, I think the easiest solution is to just give the money directly to Michelle. Case closed. All right, next one.
Hey, Dave and everyone. It's Sarai. I am watching early because I cannot watch TV at my dog's house. One house that does not have live TV, and I can't stream it because I'm prohibited, apparently. It's so effing weird. So I'm having my second beer. I'm having my pizza, my stuffed cheesy bread. I am vaping because I need to de-stress. As Sophia can tell you, I was kind of losing it because I can't get anything. So I'm having beer and I'm watching you guys. And I want to get spoiled, so please spoil me. I have no idea what happened tonight because I can't watch it. And also, non-Bachelor related, Mark got his motorhome. He's so freaking happy. He's making himself sick with stress. So I just told him to relax, maybe do some vaping, de-stress, and enjoy it because he is my dean. But I'm no Kaylin, thank God. But I'll see you guys soon again. All right, love ya. Bye. Oh, yeah, apparently you did get 50K subscribers. Congrats, Dave. Drink to that. All right, now I'm going. Bye.
Yes, I will drink to that. Thank you so much. Hey, Tasha, do you want to share a beverage? Are you drinking anything, Tasha? Maybe she can't hear me. That was my way of saying, do you want to give me a drink?
Hey, Dave. This is Lynn calling from Southern Ontario in Canada. I also have been told I have a Canadian accent, and I don't hear it. And I'm sorry I forget your name from Alberta, but I don't hear it either. So, sorry. Bye.
Yeah, well, you don't have much of an accent. You know, everyone's different. Some people have it more than others. Christine Marciano says, how do we know it's 200,000? It's not verified, but it was said from Caitlin to Michelle, I believe, that it was 200,000. So we're going to take their word for it there. Put that money straight in the bank. I'd go right from there down to the ATM, put that money in the bank, got my new boyfriend, my new fiance, Nate, got my big rock on my finger, go to In-N-Out Burger. Yeah, pretty good day.
Hi, Neal. It's Natasha calling from South Carolina.
Hi.
I haven't really listened to any of your other voicemails or chats, but I am a huge Nate fan, have been one since day one. This man has done nothing but come on the show and be his authentic self, and I am rooting for him and Michelle. They had an instant chemistry. I don't have anything against Brandon, but to me he used emotional manipulation throughout the season, specifically when he chose her and pulled Michelle on the final rose ceremony, and then by sending her the letter on the last date. So I'm Team Nate. I'm so happy for them, and I hope they last. Stop rooting for them to fail. It's kind of sad. Go Michelle, go Nate.
Go Michelle, go Nate. I agree with the part saying, you know, don't give any Nate hate, of course. Soul Nates, absolutely. As far as emotional manipulation, it would require us to understand Brandon's intentions, which we can't possibly do. I live on the side of the glass where it's a lot easier to assume they have good intentions, but who knows? Oh, that's a dead one. Dead voicemail. Let's go to this one here. Bree from LA. Oh, let's go to Los Angeles.
Hi, Dave Neal. This is Bree calling from Los Angeles, California. I just have to say, from a teacher coming to another teacher, I feel like Joe was the best fit to deal with the teacher lifestyle in the same city. I feel like Nate was a little bit too immature for my taste, coming from someone that's 31, has been a long time Bachelor Nation viewer. I definitely feel like Michelle was way too mature for Nate, and Joe may have been someone that could have given her a little more secure life, a little more consistency. So I'm not too sure about Nate, although I do feel like the runner-up, Brandon, I think that was his name, was super, super, super sweet. I just don't feel like he was the right fit for Michelle. Thanks, Dave Neal, for all your updates.
Bye. Thank you so much for calling in. I don't know. I just never saw it in Joe. Well, what do I know? Seriously, what do I know? Here's a quick voicemail.
Have you ever been to Canada?
I've been to Canada at least 3 times. I've been to Montreal twice, and I've been to Victoria on Vancouver Island, along with, hey, Tosh, you want to help me with this? We went to Port Alberni, Victoria, and Tasha, can you hear me? I don't think she can hear me. Tasha? She must have her headphones in, or she's just ignoring me. Sarai said there was a letter. Yeah, Brandon read a letter for Michelle. It was a nice letter. You know, what can you do? That was a very nice letter. All right, well, if you guys want to keep this live stream going, get some voicemails in. We'll go a couple more minutes. I'm going to take a break, and then we'll be back for the 11 p.m. West Coast live stream in about an hour and a half. Renee said he did a voiceover. Yeah, what probably happened was they asked Brandon to read his letter. Then when it came time for her to read it, they used his audio so we could understand what it said. I thought it was a nice letter. Melody saying she's ignoring you. Could be the case. Now's your chance to call in 401-213-9828. And of course, for Sophia and anyone new who just came in, we hit 50,000 subscribers right away. And now we are just pummeling the competition at 50,026. We passed Nick Vial. And next up, we have Madison Pruitt, which is going to take a little bit of work. We got 14,000 subscribers to go before we get to Madison Pruitt. But I think we can do that if we, put our heads together and pray hard enough. I think we can make that happen. Sophia, you might not know. Also, we put together, or at least have been promoting this GoFundMe for Sarah Winks. Sarah Winks is one of our moderators here, and she needs a little bit extra help this holiday season to help her doggos, her nice, lovely dogs here, recover from some surgeries or some illness that they have, and of course some other life issues. So if you guys could, let's just hit the refresh button. We're at $920. If we could get this up to $1,000 in the next 5 minutes, that would be great. Does anyone have $80 that they would be willing to donate here? If we could get this over $1,000, that would be very special, and I'd very much appreciate that. Sarah, one more time, could you post a link in the chat just for everybody so that they could see it? That'd be much appreciated if you post a link in the chat to this. Let me see if I can post a link here. I don't really know if I can do that in the chat room. Maybe I'll have to find. Yeah, see, it's hard. It's with my software. I see the chat, but I can't comment in it. But anyway, if we could do that, that would be fantastic. Of course, we are just always here to try to help out. Crafty Beach says, "Are you at 50K yet?" Yes, we hit 50K about 45 minutes ago. We're at 50,026. That's where we're at right now. I didn't hit it. You guys all hit it. So, Sarah, do me a favor. Share that link one more time so people know how to support it. And let's try to get you over $1,000. I think that would be a pretty cool day if we were able to get over $1,000. We'll take a look at who donated. A lot of anonymous, which is just really kind. I mean, it's kind whether you're anonymous or whether you, I feel like that's people who, whether you're anonymous or whether you, share your donation level. It's just very kind. Brianna Miles says, I didn't know Madison had a channel. Yeah, she's got a channel. She hasn't uploaded in a while, but it still has more subscribers than we do. Hey, no big deal. No big deal. So here's what we have here. I just got winded. I just got exhausted. Tara McLean, Danielle White, Stephanie Panama, Barbara Delman, Scott Bird, Victoria Boss Moran, Amy Bonner, Araceli, Sharon Devoto, Teresa, Lee McKay, Terry Welshins, Bruce, Lorena, Renee, Susan, Christine, Kimberly, Natalie, and I think that, and probably others. Thank you guys so much for those donations. That got us up to $920. Did I miss it? Sarah, did you share the link? I wish I could pin it to the chat. I just don't know how to do that. Casey Coote says, what was the final total for Toys for Tots? I will share that with you in a second here. It's still technically active, but I just kind of feel like we raised the amount of money. Like, I feel like people, trying to find the Marines. I feel like we raised about what we're gonna raise. I'll still promote it a few more days, but we promoted it very hard early on, and we raised we hit our goal by December 1st. So of course people came out and donated $1 up to $500 dollar size donations, $10,494.42. So we hit that goal, which is phenomenal. When I interviewed Hannah Brown, I told her that I said my audience, which is Bachelor Nation, which is, putting food on your table as well, came together and raised $10,000. And I told her a few other things about you guys, and she was just floored. You could see her eyes light up, hearing at how generous everyone in Bachelor Nation has been. And it's that's just how it is. I'm sure if we didn't boot out this person, we're on the way here. I'm not really good at seeing. We'll get. I'm sure this person's been kicked out. I don't want to draw any attention to it, but of course Anthony's got to go if he hasn't already. It happens. We get more trolls during finales. I think it's because the stream becomes a little more popular. It happens. So we just won't give it any life. It's like if a bee flies, you get out of the way. It's all. We can't give it any more attention. But so thank you for helping me there. The GoFundMe, we're at $930. So thank you. We just got a $10 donation from Caitlin Rose. Thank you so much, Caitlin. I really appreciate that. Did I donate to which one? I've donated to the Toys for Tots. Yes. I have not donated to Sarah's. I will. I don't know which one you meant. But thank you for asking. Read your comments upside down. Denise said, let me go to the other page here. Denise said, when will you be sharing the openings of the new laptop? Tomorrow's live stream is going to be December 22nd. So I think it'll be on the December 23rd live stream. I'll open it tomorrow morning and film it. As some of you guys know, this came in, right before, it's heavy. This came in right before. That's right. It's got the batteries and everything. This is my very expensive laptop, which came in right before I went live. So I'm going to open that sometime in the morning. It's going to take me probably a few days. As much as I want to get it going, I'm actually as much as I want to get the new laptop going, I'm nervous to get it going because I want to build the system back up. I have to rebuild all of my graphics, which shouldn't take too long, but it'll probably take tomorrow me working from my old laptop and then also updating the software and getting the graphics transferred and all that. So yeah, we'll see. Someone said Jimmy Kimmel's wife follows Reality Steve. I actually know Jimmy Kimmel's sister. She's a very funny stand-up comedian. Let's go to some more comments here. Moonrise says, you're great. I subscribed to your YouTube channel tonight. Well, thank you so much. I appreciate you joining us. Derek says, I bet they didn't send you two of them. No, I haven't opened the box yet, but it appears they've only sent me one. But that would be nice if they sent me two. All right, let's do this. I don't have money. Okay. Can't wait to see the new laptop and you work its magic. Yeah, unfortunately on your end, you guys aren't going to see necessarily too much of a difference. It's just going to help me make content faster, and it's going to help me do a few new things. You'll see, over time, you'll see. You might not see like an update the day I get it going, but maybe you will. I think when I'm streaming content, it's definitely going to be a lot smoother. Natalie says, Dave, can I Poshmark that shirt from you when you're done? Derek wants it. Dibs. No, this shirt's not being sold. This shirt is got no, it's off the market. This is a Dave Neal shirt for life. But I could tell you the brand if you want to buy one for yourself. We can get a team going. Well, Reality Steve had the spoiler like what, months ago, so they probably filmed this special just Michelle with Jimmy Kimmel in the last week. All right, let's do this. I'm going to get out of here in a few minutes. I'm going to start playing some music. Let's see. We have a couple more voicemails I'll get to, and then I'm going to get out of here and get ready for tonight's live stream.
Hey, it's me again from Ohio. I'm going to bed, I promise. But, you know, the $200,000, they could look at that as relocation and whatever, honeymoon, bonus, whatever. But, you know, at least use some of that money, at least $50,000, if not $25,000 to relocate. I think they are going to work. I hope they work. They're the best looking couple I've seen. Something about him reminds me of Chris Brown. I wish them the best, and Dave, good luck with your channel. Congratulations. I'm going to bed. Good night.
I'm going to bed. That might be the thing I need to save. I'm going to bed. Hold on, let's play that again.
Good luck with your channel. Congratulations. I'm going to bed. Good night. I'm going to bed. Good night.
All right, I got to save that one. Hold on. Oh, wait, hold on. What phone number was that? It says unknown caller, so I don't know the number. I'm going to have to save that. Archive. Oh, download. I could just download right now. All right, I just downloaded it. Let's see if I can pull it up. Let's see if we can pull that up. How funny is that? I'm going to bed. Good night. That's going to be my new saying. Let's see if we can find that. Save that clip. Yeah, I got to save that clip. I lost it. Let's see if it pops up. How funny. That's not it. I just downloaded it. Huh. Let's see if we can find that. I'm going to find that real quick for you guys. Yes, Sophia, we do have a late night live stream, which is why I'm probably going to be getting out of here very shortly, just trying to conserve some energy. I'm already slurring a little bit, I feel like. Let's go to the downloads here tonight. All right, here. There we go. All right. JC Miles said they just donated, except when you okay, hold on, sorry. My old laptop, it's barely kicking. Someone asked me what jacket I had that looked like
it's me again from Ohio.
That looked like I had a leather jacket. I think you're referring to my H&M jacket. It's just like a $40 or $50 jacket. It's nothing fancy. My only leather jacket I have is a black leather jacket, so I don't think you're referring to that one. Let's turn that volume up here.
I'm going to bed. Good night. I'm going to bed. Good night.
How funny. All right, we'll have to save that. All right, here we go. A couple more voicemails. This one's long. Let's see if it's any good.
Hey, Dave. This is Kim from Dallas, Texas.
Kim.
Yay! For Nate and Michelle, I'm so happy. I was Team Michelle the whole time, so whomever she chose, I know that we don't see everything and that the decisions she makes are based upon all of the information, not just part of the information, and I trusted that, you know, she was going to make the right decision for her. And it looked like she did. I was always feeling like Nate was the best choice for her, even though they were trying to make it seem different, but I try to look beyond that. I love Brandon. I think he is amazing and sweet. Several times Brandon said, normally I don't show my feelings. Normally I'm more reserved with my feelings, but with Michelle, I showed my feelings because he knew that that's what he needed to do. So he's also a reserved person when it comes to showing emotion. So he said that 3 times. So people should think about that when they keep trying to talk about Joe being reserved or Nate being reserved or whatever the case may be. Joe is wonderful. I love him. Last time they didn't have Bree, who was the 3rd runner-up on match season, as well. Well, she actually did interview, but they cut it because they, I guess, didn't have time. Joe, I guess they didn't have time to have him come on the show. It doesn't even look like he was in the audience. That's cool. Joe is great. He's special. I hope he just leaves Bachelor Nation and goes on with his life because I think it'd be too draining. I don't know if he's an introvert, but I do know that he's reserved. Those are 2 different things.
True.
I do know he's another guy who wasn't used to expressing his feelings. People dog Nate out for that, but they're not dogging out Joe for that. Joe extended himself and stepped out of his comfort zone to try to be there for Michelle. The same with all 3 guys did the same thing. They just did it in different ways. So I'm happy for them. I wish people wouldn't keep trying to question the $200,000 or whatever, and compare her with Katie or whatever. I'm sorry, I'm rambling, but Katie had her turn. Michelle had her turn. Michelle, they went back to the classic Bachelor love story. With Clayton, they're going back to the last 5 years and the drama and et cetera. Anyway, sorry for the ramble.
No.
Oh, yeah. Congrats on the 50K. Booyah.
Booyah. Thank you so much. You ramble away, please, all day. Someone had asked about the brown jacket. I think this is the one you were referring to here. Yeah, this is just a H&M jacket. Very simple. It's actually really maroon. You can't really tell, but it's like a maroon jacket. It's nice light jacket, good for LA. I can't tell you what Hannah's wearing here. She looks like a Dr. Seuss character, attacked her. But either way, brown jacket here. And by the way, I think we have an update that you're going to be happy about. So we were at $930 here. Let's see what the update is. We have a breaking news update. Look at that, $1,120 raised for Sarah Winks, our moderator. So thank you so much to everyone who donated. That is quite incredible. Thank you guys so much for that. That's good. You guys have all helped in your own ways, making a difference in somebody who can really use the money during the holidays. So thank you guys. Thank you to everyone who donated to the Toys for Tots. And thank you to everyone who donated as well to Sarah. That's a big deal. So I really appreciate you guys. I'm going to get out of here in a few minutes. We are going to work our way out of here. I'm going to take a little break before the late night live stream. We'll see how the late night live stream goes. Look, I got one more voicemail here. Let's play this next voicemail.
Oh, hi, Dave. This is Miss Ann from Minnesota, and congrats on the 50K. That's wonderful. I'm a longtime listener, and I appreciate you very much. I also am very proud of our Michelle, and I think she and Nate will be fine, and I like Brandon too, but I think Michelle and Nate will be just fine. And she's a teacher, and I'm glad they got a gift from Santa. That was pretty cool. So everything's good, and I'm going to say goodnight. Talk to you again. Love you. Bye-bye.
Thank you so much. Miss Ann calling in from, I believe it's Minnesota, right, Miss Ann? Thank you so much for all your support. Yeah, from Minnesota. We really appreciate having you over here. Miss Ann, a former teacher, a retired teacher in Minnesota, so always great to have our teachers here with us. All right, folks, well, that's going to do it for me. We will be back at 11 p.m. We're going to take a little break for a little bit. Let's find another song here. Another song. Oh, it's Silent Night. Just keep it simple. No, I need a better song. How about Cold Outside? Is this a good one? Yeah, we'll do that. Oh, no loud there. Sorry about that. All right, thanks again to everyone who donated to Sarah's GoFundMe. I really appreciate you guys. I'm going to take a little bit of a break. A bit of a wellness check. Going to go take a few minutes off. I appreciate everyone, and we will be back after the 11 p.m. Pacific Standard 2 a.m. East Coast for the next live stream. And of course, we'll have the recap first thing in the morning and content coming all day long tomorrow. I know there's going to be plenty to talk about, so hang in there, folks, and we'll see all of you guys in a little bit. That's right, Nicole said it best, 50K, biatches. All right, folks, again, thank you so much. Thank you, Regine. Thank you, Nicole. Thank you, Sarai, Sage, Everett, Debbie. Don't forget to bump your Harrisons on top of that like button on the way out the door.